All right, let's dive into something, well, kind of weird today. We're looking at what happens when you take the wild, chaotic energy of meme coins and try to smash it together with the very serious world of social good. It's a strange mix, for sure.
You know, meme coins are usually all about jokes, hype, and making a quick buck. But what if? What if you could take all that viral energy and actually point it towards something that matters? Could a meme coin genuinely change the world? That's the huge question at the heart of what we're exploring. So meet GenaImpact, ticker GNIM. On the surface, it's a token on the Ethereum network. But its goal? It's not about getting rich. The entire idea, as they lay it out, is to use the blockchain's public record to create a completely transparent way to fund actual, real-world projects. Okay, so a meme coin with a purpose. How does that even work? Let's dig into how this project really tries to set itself apart from, all the other hype-driven coins out there.
I mean, they couldn't be clearer here. They're basically screaming from the rooftops. This is not an investment. They say it's a meme coin, yes, but its whole reason for being is to reward you for participating in a mission. They're telling speculators, hey, this isn't for you. It's all about the mission, not the money.
So who is this for then? Well, it's definitely not your typical crypto day trader. They're aiming for a totally different crowd. People who are sick of giving to charities and having no idea where the money goes. Developers who want to build something that matters. And really, anyone who wants to see verifiable proof that their contribution made a real impact. The key here is that desire for see-through, provable change.
Okay, so if the goal is to reward participation, what's the actual problem they're trying to fix? This next part gets into the why behind GenaImpact. It's a shot at using crypto to fix what they see as a totally broken charity system.
And here's the pitch in a nutshell. On one hand, you've got traditional charity. It can feel like a black box, right? It's slow, your money disappears into a void, and it's hard to get involved. The Gemini model wants to be the exact opposite. Transparent because every single donation is on the blockchain for anyone to see. Reward-driven to give people an incentive to participate, and eventually decentralized, so the community calls the shots.
So where does the money go? This is crucial. According to their plan, a full 70%, the lion's share, goes directly to the verified causes. The other 30% is for keeping the lights on, development, a little bit of marketing, and building up a treasury for the future community-run organization, the DAO. So what's this feel like for you, the donor? It's pretty simple. Step 1, you donate. Could be crypto, could be regular money. Step 2, bam, you automatically get GNM tokens back as a reward, kind of like a receipt that proves you helped. Step 3, you can just hold those tokens, or you can stake them to earn more rewards. And step 4, the big payoff, you can see exactly where your donation went, tracked on the blockchain. Total transparency.
An idea is one thing, but execution? Well, that's everything, isn't it? This next section dives into the project's roadmap, and let me tell you, it's ambitious. They're laying out a step-by-step plan to go from just an idea to a real working platform.
You can see they're not trying to do everything at once. It's a slow, deliberate rollout. They start in 2025 with the basics, getting the reward tokens and the transparency tracker working. Then they move on to staking. And then a really big step, a pilot program with an actual NGO. The final piece of the puzzle is in late 2026 when they plan to launch the DAO and officially hand over the decision-making to the community. So that's the long-term dream. But this next section, honestly, this might be the most important part of this whole story. Because it's about the cold, hard reality of where this project is right now and their wild commitment to being transparent about it. This quote right here shows they get it. Decentralization is not just a destination. It's a deliberate process. That's them admitting you can't just snap your fingers and become decentralized. It takes work, it takes infrastructure, and most importantly, it takes people you can trust to steer the ship in the early days. And in that spirit of honesty, they're brutally upfront about the current situation. Right now, this whole thing is led by the founder, and all the funds are in a single wallet. They aren't trying to hide that fact. They're basically saying, look, this is where we have to start to get this thing off the ground. $100. Seriously, when they published their plan, that's all the money they had raised. $100.
Most projects would bury a number that small. GenaImpact put it right on the front page. That's a huge statement about being transparent, no matter how small you start.
And this brings it all back to reality. That big, ambitious roadmap we just saw, it's just a piece of paper without two things: money to build it and a community of people who actually care enough to get involved. Without those, it's just a nice idea.
So this brings us to the final part, which they frame as an invitation. This isn't just something to watch. They're asking people to join the mission, but only if you really, truly believe in what they're trying to do.
And they are crystal clear on the terms. Any money you put in is a donation. It's non-refundable. You're not buying an asset, you're funding an experiment. This is for the true believers, for people who want to be part of building something new from the ground up.
So I'll leave you with this to chew on. Is this crazy idea, this blend of meme culture and on-chain charity, could it actually be the future of how we give? Or is it a beautiful, noble experiment that's destined to teach us a lesson, whether it succeeds or fails? The answer, it seems, is up to the community they're trying to build. Thanks for tuning in.